What's good, world, man? Y'all already know, man. We back for another episode of Real Radio. You guys are probably wondering where my co-host is. It's a lonely episode this week. My boy Carl Clark is out of office, but for a good reason. For a good reason. Carl is in Georgia at his son's graduation for college. Shout out to Carl, man, for being a great black father, a great father in general. Getting up there to see his son graduate. Shout out to your son, man, for graduating and doing the thing, man. So safe to say, Carl is going for a good reason, but we still got to make it happen no matter what, man. We still got to show up for the people no matter what, and that's what we gonna do, man. We got Gina behind the scenes. Gina, say what's good.
Hi.
And we got Darius in the building. Darius, say what's happening.
What's happening?
Let's go, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all know how we coming, man. It's Real Radio. We are on a mission to empower the youth to be themselves while creating financial freedom. How does that sound, man? How does that sound? Getting financial freedom while being yourself, man. While staying true to yourself. While doing it the way you want to do it. Not doing it the way the world tells you need to do it. Not changing yourself or conforming to the way the world wants you to conform, but truly being your authentic self. Unapologetically you, that's what they say. How does that sound, D? How does that sound, man?
Sound amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds like productive.
Would you want it any other way?
Nope.
Yeah. What about you, Gina? How's that sound?
Amazing.
What about it sounds amazing?
Being unapologetically yourself.
Mm.
Not masking
Mhm.
anything and just
How old are you, Gina?
existing. How old am I? I'm 26.
As a 26-year-old, what do you think that's something that people have a challenge with doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or why do you think that's like a challenge for people?
I think they're scared of being judged by others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, it's as simple as that. I think it boils down to that. We live in a world where people judge you, I guess it affects why people can't be unapologetically them. And I think it's important to be unapologetically you. Always be yourself. But we want to grow. We want to grow while we do it. We still want to educate ourselves. We want to get better. We want to progress. We want to know what we're talking about and just do it in our own style, in our own fashion. And what I mean by being unapologetically you and creating financial freedom while being yourself, that doesn't mean that we don't grow. Because we can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna be me and that's it. I'm not gonna grow. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna learn. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna exist. That's not what we're talking about. Because you, at the end of the day, no matter what table you go to, you want to come to that table with value. With value. So if you're gonna be yourself, just make sure you grow and you learn and you educate while being yourself and do it in your own way. But nonetheless, man, we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up, man. So I want to talk about a little bit about AI. We're all familiar with AI at this point. It's everywhere. It's in every industry. We got cars that drive themselves nowadays. I mean, we in the future, man. We are literally in the future. Like cars are now driving themselves. That's
Selfless taxis.
Would you get in a car that drives itself?
Yep.
So have you seen the?
Absolutely not.
You're not doing it?
No, have you seen when they're like run lights or stuff? Like, I don't know, like you can't control that and
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
It's more beneficial than not beneficial.
Well, until you get in the car and then it locks the doors, you can't get out, and
Everybody's based life on convenience.
Mhm.
So
so you telling me car pull up outside right now, ain't nobody in the front seat, and it's just you and the car driving itself, and it turn to get on the interstate, you hop and you straight.
if I got a job interview, if I need to get somewhere,
Yeah, if you need to get home.
I'm taking that risk.
So you have a choice between Uber and you have a choice between whatever the company's name is that has the driving cars. Which one are you choosing?
Cheapest.
Whatever's most economical.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be the driving car because Uber is gonna and that's the crazy thing. And this will actually pivot into our AI taking over conversation. But now that we have driving cars, you don't have to pay the Uber driver no more. So there's no way that Uber I mean, we're going to see, but how does Uber and Lyft compete when now you're eliminating majority of the overhead? I mean, it's all about experience, though. But so let me give y'all my example, man. Let's talk about it. Darius said he ain't getting in the. Darius said he would get in the driving car, the self-driving car. Gina said she would not. You said you wouldn't, right?
I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. So if we see Gina in a self-driving car, she capping. She a capping. But to go into my point, I was at a gas station the other day, and so at the gas station now they have the things where you go in the store, you want to get like a protein bar or get some chips and energy drink, water, whatever you're buying there. You take it up to the front. For my entire lifetime, you give it to the clerk at the front. She rings you up if you want to get some gas. You're like, hey, let me get 50 on pump 9. Now you go to a station and you put it under. You just put it under. I don't know if this is AI technology or what, but you put it under. It scans all the items. You don't even have to tell it anything. You don't have to scan a barcode. You literally just place it there, and it's like, oh, you got a Lonnie New. You got a protein bar. You got this, that, and the third. And you can get your gas now. So at this point, this is completely eliminating the need for a clerk at the gas station. Like completely done. And the lady, she was there, but she was just essentially overseeing it and watching, making sure, I guess I wasn't stealing or that it wasn't malfunctioning or whatever. So she's just back there, and I even said, I'm like, because I had noticed these things before, but you would still need the clerk if you wanted to get gas. So now you can actually get gas at these stations. So I told her, I'm like, man, you just chilling, huh? And she couldn't do nothing but laugh. She literally just sitting there doing nothing, just chilling, just watching me check out, not scanning any items, not asking me what if I wanted on pump 9, if I wanted on this, if I wanted on whatever. She literally just chilling. So I say this to say, man, like, this AI stuff is getting crazy. It's getting out of hand. I don't even know if you want to call it getting out of hand. I mean, I guess it's eliminating jobs that are per se, I don't want to say needless, but you're not bringing enough value to the table. So if you just chilling, then you might get got by that AI monster if you're just chilling. So I don't know. Have y'all seen this stuff?
Yes.
Gas station, but also at like Zara.
Oh, Zara started that too.
Yeah, Zara, H&M.
Yep, everything's.
Oh, I seen that Zara.
Yeah.
You literally just like throw it in the bag. You don't even have to organize it.
No.
How does this? I think by 2030, man, we might not have any clerks, man. We might not have any clerks at gas stations, retail stores, probably even hotels. This thing gonna be all AI. But I'm gonna tell you, the one way to combat it is experience. AI cannot compete with an experience. So the way that if they make Uber, so we got Uber, we got Lyft, and then we got the selfless driving company. What do you guys know what it's called? Is it what, Waymo? Waymo. We got Waymo. So I believe as Waymo progresses, and everyone, and if it's safe, and it's proven to be safe, and accident rates are lower than actual Ubers and Lyfts, because I'm hesitant to get in an Uber and Lyft sometimes. I'm like, man, I don't know these people, man. I don't know if they know how to drive. I don't know if they're tired. I don't know nothing. But if it proves to be safer than Uber and Lyft, then obviously people will start going that direction, and it's going to be cheaper because you're eliminating the need to pay the Uber and the Lyft now. So people will start going this way. The only way Uber and Lyft will be able to combat it is with a great experience. Who has been in a Uber or Lyft where the damn Uber and Lyft driver is like, man, like this man he's good. They give you water, they got gum on deck, they got everything you need in the whip on deck. I mean, if it's late night, you making a mission to go see a woman, they got them things, you know what I mean? They got, Darius know what I'm talking about. They got everything on deck. That's the only way they're gonna be able to compete with the Waymo is by providing an amazing experience. Because AI cannot beat the human touch. Cannot beat the human touch. So we have to continue to, and this goes back to growing. We want to be ourselves. We want to be ourselves. We want to continue to grow. We want to blah blah blah. but we have to continue to learn so that we can provide value and provide an excellent experience. Even with a closing, what's the difference between, you might have a notary who knows the documents, and then you have another notary who knows the documents. The difference between those two notaries is going to be who has a better attitude and who provides a better experience. Because just because I know the documents, I can come in there and be like, hey, this is closing disclosure, this is your loan amount, this is your monthly payment, this is your interest rate, sign here, this is your loan application, section 1A, blah, 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 blah. I can do that, but if I can't provide an experience for the customer who's purchasing a home, make them feel great, make them laugh, tell some jokes, guide them through the documents, answer their questions. If I can't do all of that, then there's no need for me. So Uber and Lyft drivers, the only way they're going to be able to compete with Waymo and these selfless driving cars is by providing an experience. And in my opinion, that's just going to make people want to be better, because now I have to level my game up. I have to level up. I got to get better. I got to get better at my craft. I got to get better at what I do. So experience, baby. Experience. Focus on the experience. So let's go ahead and transition into our main subject for today. Courage is a decision. Courage is a decision. Whose quote is that?
Your quote, sir.
Let's go, man. Well, I'm good.
Calvin
I got
Darville.
a good quote. Boy, I need a quote book, man. Courage is a decision. I think there's two ways to develop confidence. The first one is keep promises you make to yourself. And the second one is follow a simple equation. So one, you got to understand fear is an emotion, courage is a decision, and confidence is the byproduct of deciding to have courage. Okay, so two ways. Keep the promises you make to yourself. So what do I mean by that? Like, if I say I'm going to create content every single day, Monday through Friday, I have to keep that promise to myself. Like, no matter, if I say I'm going to spend 30 minutes, like no matter what I got on my calendar, no matter what happens, I have to keep that promise to myself, because when I do it, despite what may happen, despite if my calendar gets busy, if a tire pops, if my house burns down, something happens, if I still do it, I'm gonna have confidence because I'm gonna believe in myself. I'm gonna be like, hey, I said I was gonna do this and I still did it. So therefore I gain confidence. And the second way, like I said, fear is an emotion. We all have fear. Everybody on planet Earth experiences fear. Everybody. If we're faced with something that scares us, that we're uncertain about, that we've never experienced, we all feel that emotion of fear. And the make or break point is right here where I say courage is a decision. That is the make or break point. You have a choice. Like literally, you have a choice to either face this fear or stand down from it. If you face it, confidence is the byproduct. And I'm telling you this from personal experience of developing confidence in areas where I used to be scared to do certain things. And now I still feel that fear, but it's much less like overtaking, I guess you could say. Like, 'cause sometimes the fear can just overtake you. But I still feel it, but it's so much smaller, and I recognize what it is. I'm like, bro, this is it right here. This is the fear. This is it. Now I have to just be like, hey man, we finna run through this shit. We finna run through it. And every time I run through it, you get confidence. And I'll tell you one thing, like at that midpoint, the question you ask yourself, well, what if I fail? What if it doesn't go my way? Does not matter. Does not matter. Even if it doesn't go your way, you will still get confidence. Because you will be proud of yourself for even doing it. You'll be proud. You'll have a sense of like, man, I still, even though it didn't work out, I still went for it. So you will still gain the confidence that you're looking for. So fear is an emotion, courage is a decision, confidence is a byproduct. I'll give you a great story on this. Went to Puerto Rico. I'm scared of heights. Your boy's scared of heights. I don't do heights. I don't do roller coasters that go upside down. And I definitely ain't jumping out no plane. I don't know how they do that mess. I ain't doing none of that. So went to Puerto Rico. We were in the mountains hiking. And yeah, we're hiking up the mountains and we get to like this like waterfall area. Beautiful. So we in the water, we chilling, you know, like hanging out in the water and everything. And then the guys are like, hey, we're gonna take everybody up to this cliff. It's 40 feet high, and we're gonna jump off the cliff into the water. People start doing it. Next thing you know, your boy climbing up the cliff. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump in this water. So I climb up the cliff, and I get all the way up there. And I just told you guys, I don't even like I'm so scared of heights that I'm the guy at the amusement park with everybody holding the kid, like holding the purses. I hold the purses. I go on the kids' rides with the kids. If there's kids, I'm the perfect person because I can go on the rides with the kids, make sure they're good. I ain't getting on none of that. So that's how scared of heights I am. So boom, I'm climbing up this. We're in the rainforest in Puerto Rico, climbing up the sides of the things. It's completely unsafe. And then you get to the top. I'm gonna tell you this thing about fear and courage, man. Once you gotta face it head on because once you there ain't no turning back. Like once you get up to the cliff and you made the decision that you're gonna jump, it ain't no going back. You can't climb down it. Like it's either you jump or you stuck. So sometimes you gotta eliminate plan B, you gotta eliminate plan C and just go for it. So there is no resort, there is nothing to fall back on. So get up to this cliff. I'm walking up, and I'm like, bro, once I get up here, once I get to this ledge, I'm gonna bend down and I'm gonna jump forward. I'm not gonna look over. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna wait 10 seconds. I'm going to bend and I'm going to jump. You get up there, I bent and I jumped. And the reason you have to do this is because when you get in your head, you get psyched out. And there was a dude there because some people were like, there was a dude, he got up there and he went and then he stopped. He hesitated. And the moment he hesitated, he psyched himself out. And he didn't end up jumping. And they had to walk him all the way back through the trail to get him back down and everything. So I say that to say, when you're facing that fear, man, you just gotta go. You just gotta go through the wall. You literally just have to go through it. Because if you hesitate, you're gonna psych yourself out, man. So fear is an emotion, courage is a decision, confidence is a byproduct, man. Just face it, man. Let that fear be the indicator of, hey, this is where I need to go. This is the route I need to take so I can get the courage and confidence that I'm looking for. D, you got any examples of facing fear? Like a good story?
Hiking and zip lining. I zip lined in Hawaii one time, and we was about 1,500 feet up, and the whole time I kept saying I felt sick, like I'm about to throw up, just nauseous, and I'm just sitting there, and they just kept saying, bro, just do it. You only live once. Just do it. And I'm just looking at the instructors. I'm looking at everybody. You see little kids going. You see women going, and it's like life can't be that difficult for you to make a simple decision to do something that you possibly can overcome it. And that's all I thought was overcoming something to allow me to overcome more things in my life. So I did that so that life could be a little more, I guess, fearful. And when I did it, it was the most amazing experience in my life. I felt free. It was like something that you do when you okay, I'm fearful of this, and in the moment that you're going through the fear, it's like the most humblest, beautifulest feeling in the world. So, me 15 feet in the air with nothing but woods down there, I wasn't scared no more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I want to go skydiving, man, but I'm the thing is, I literally think I might have a heart attack.
there's levels. Yeah, because
I might actually have I might psych myself out and have a heart attack. So I'm I don't know if I should do that one.
I think if you do it, it has to be not one, but maybe two people that you close to. So you mean to tell me if somebody else was scared in the same?
Yeah, in fact, because it didn't motivate me. I'm if they could do it, because it's if you know somebody can do it, I guess if you know someone can do it and they've proven that they could do it, I guess it just doesn't make it as ugh.
Yeah.
But then if it's someone sitting next to me and we both scared as hell, and I know they scared, and then they just go, I'm man, you know what, I can do this too. You feel me?
Yeah. But that'd be neat, cause I
All right, we're going skydiving then.
Man, hey, you gotta build up. I gotta watch videos and stuff.
No, we didn't. You said build up. We just said we jumping. You sound like the guy who went up to the end of the cliff and wanted to look over.
One thing about that, if I know,
I feel like low key once you jump out, you're just gonna be straight.
yeah, it's gonna be over after that, cause ain't no, that's it. You can't,
Yeah.
you can't stay in the air.
Yeah.
I feel like if I would have went down as that man, going back down a long trail, I feel like I failed. I feel like I would have chump.
You said you would have jumped. Oh yeah,
No, I feel like
exactly.
I jumped.
Yeah.
I did all
yeah.
of that just for
Yeah.
somebody to struck me to go back down. Bro,
Yeah,
you
I
go
felt
back.
great. I felt great after jumping off of it. I felt
Yeah.
great. So you just gotta. I mean, you just gotta go after it, man. Fear is an emotion. Courage is a decision. Confidence is a byproduct.
What gave you that? What made you say that out of nowhere?
I looked at like I literally would meditate on like, okay, where was I like progress? I would look at like my journey. Like what are things that at points in my life like I was scared to do and now I'm like I do it with no problem. And like everything that I looked at, like I'm like, okay, yeah, like there was times where maybe I wasn't good at this and I was hesitant and I just had to like make a decision just to go after it. And like even in the gym, like there was a period of time like I wasn't always like big, like I had to develop it. So there was a point in time where going to the gym would be like weird, or like people would be a lot stronger than me. Like I remember when I couldn't even hit 225. My freshman year in college, I couldn't even hit 225. You going in the gym, you got sophomores, juniors in there throwing that thing up 20, 25, 30, 40 times. I couldn't even press it once. I remember leaving the locker room after freshman year. And this was after like the testing day where they're like testing to see like your vert and all that.
Yeah.
And we had just did 225 and then one of the seniors like, yeah, how many times you hit that boy? I was like, once. He was like, one? So I say that to say, man, like we all start somewhere, but like when I analyze, like I like to look back and see, like, okay, where did I get better at? What are things that, like, I'm sure there's things that you're confident in right now, like right now in this very moment that you would do without a doubt. Okay, well, like, how did I get to this level of confidence? Like, really analyze it. You wasn't just born with it. Like, you probably put in some work. And there probably was a point at the beginning where you were a little hesitant. Like you say you're good at basketball. I'm sure there was a time where you first picked up a basketball where you probably was a little hesitant.
About 4 years of killing people in parks and stuff, and then realizing like, why don't I just do it for real?
Yeah.
I had a fear, but I played basketball. I started my freshman year like playing basketball, 9th grade, 15 years old.
Yeah.
So I was the whole time from 5 to 15, I was terrified to play.
Yeah. So I feel like we all got like because everyone has something that they're good at, or that they're confident at.
So what do you take away from something that you don't do often, but you're still confident in? I got some of those things.
Like what?
I can get on a 4-wheeler dirt bike right now after not driving for 10 years and still be confident enough to do any and everything I used to do.
Well, there was a time where you weren't confident,
And that
right?
was 10 years ago. So if you put me out on a baseball field 10 years ago, I would still be nervous to compete.
But you feel like you could do a dirt bike because you still have that, like
And
you know what
natural.
to do.
It feels natural, yes.
Yeah, it feels
I know
natural
what to
because
do
you
in
know what to
pitching
do.
as well.
Yeah, but that's different, man. I understand. I definitely understand where you're coming from, but it's like I feel like okay. So I say this. I feel like there are situations like that, and I feel like we all have natural talents, and we have things that we grasp. I guess you could say quicker than other people. Like that may be like our natural thing, but I still feel like that has to be developed. Like dirt biking had to be like. You can't tell me the first time you picked up a dirt bike, you knew exactly what to do, how to ride it, how to pop it, how to do all of that. Like you had to learn that stuff. Now you may have it now, but there's still a time period of learning it, and your skill set may be like tuned to that, or you may have like natural talent towards that, but you still had to develop it. So that's all I'm saying. Like we all, of course, everyone like, because like the whole thing with confidence, like, oh, well, some people are born with confidence, or some people are naturally this, naturally that. Like, yeah, you may be naturally this, naturally that, but you still got to develop it. You know, like even if I'm a natural football player, like there still is some development that needs to happen. You know, and the more you develop, the more confident you're going to be. At the end of the day, no matter who you are, you feel me? The more you develop, the more confident you will be. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, because there's levels to everything you do.
Yeah.
There's levels to.
And then there's things that like, I mean, it's like riding a bike. Like, yeah, okay, if I get on a bike right now, I'm gonna be confident that I know how to ride the bike because it's like once you learn how to ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike. You know, but there's like if you put down like if I was on the football field right now, I wouldn't be confident because I ain't played football in years. You know, because I don't look at football like riding a bike. Like you have to stay in that. You have to stay in that shape. You have to stay. And like I think I'd get injured. Like there's certain things you have to continue to do to stay ready to go for that. You feel me? But riding a bike, like I don't know, there's nothing I need to stay ready for. Once you know how to ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike.
Okay. Get it around the head. You say it's not the same, right?
Yeah.
But I feel more confident in playing baseball than swimming.
Are you a swimmer?
I know how to swim.
But are you a swimmer? Did you ever compete?
I would say yes.
You were like you competed.
Well, we talking about playground compete.
Yeah, exactly. But you actually competed in baseball, like real competed, like.
Yeah. But I also, again, go back to swimming. Swimming is like riding a bike. I ain't never competed in riding a bike, but I'm more confident in riding a bike than pitching a baseball at this moment in my life.
Do you feel like pitching a baseball is something that has to be continually done in order to stay ready for it? Like, do you think a pitcher can take 3 years off and then go back into the MLB?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Without any training.
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But the thing about it is, I can't swim no more.
What? Like you don't know how to swim?
Yeah, it's hard for me to learn how to.
Like you don't know how to swim at all? Like you feel like
I
you're
know how to
trying.
swim, but it's kind of like, bro, what are you doing? You looking like a big fish out here, not even moving. I don't. It's hard for me to learn to swim. If I had to go swim from here all the way to the steps out there, I would struggle. The only
Swim
way
from
that-
here to where?
If I was in his office to go out to the steps up there at the front, I would
I mean,
struggle.
that's a pretty far distance.
But you can swim though. Like I had no problem swimming.
So if you get dropped in a pool that's
12 feet.
12 feet, you feel like you drown.
If it depends on where I'm going, it has to be my life. My life is in danger. That's the only way I'm gonna survive. If my life in danger, that's the only way. If I know
Wait, what's your point? What you get
if I'm going under, okay, I gotta survive. That's
Yeah.
the only way. But
Yeah.
if we talking, come on, Darius, swim.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. So you get what I'm saying? It's a mindset, but it goes back to courage.
Yeah.
Make the decision to swim.
Yeah.
Make the decision.
Like you said. See, that's a great example actually, because if you said if your life on the line, you're gonna swim
That's a decision I made.
because you're not gonna die.
Yes.
You're not gonna let yourself die.
Facts.
And then once you, and I guarantee you, if your life on the line, you swim and you make it, you're gonna be a little bit more confident if you got back into the water.
Exactly.
So you just gotta face the fear, man, and do it. You know. Gina, what's something that you felt like something you were scared to do?
I mean, it doesn't even have to be like zip lining or bungee jumping or falling, like whatever, jumping out of planes. I think everyday things can be scary or like fearful. Like going to my first networking event was really scary for me, or like starting a new job after having one for so long. You know,
So what was okay, yeah, what was
Yeah.
and how'd you face those?
just doing it, just jumping right into it, and like kind of convincing yourself like this wasn't so scary. Like you make it worse in your head, kind of thing. So just go with it.
So do you feel more confident going to networking events now?
Yeah, because I did it. I realized that it wasn't so bad, and then now I know I'm capable of doing it.
So when you were like, okay, we're gonna go to this networking event in 2 days, and you're facing the fear, like, did you feel like there was a point where you had to make a decision?
Yeah, and I was like really scared. I was like, I have to go to like a networking event, and yeah, you have to make a decision if you're going or not, for
Yeah.
sure. And then I was like, do I go and reap the benefits of like potentially getting my own clients and showing my boss that I can be that employee,
Mm-hmm.
or do I not go and stay in my comfort zone and forever stay in that comfort zone, you know?
Yep. And you went and you got a client
I did,
and you got some confidence.
I did.
Let's
I
go.
did.
Let's go.
Ooh.
What you got, D?
I
Like
got
you
a
over there
quote.
thinking.
Yeah, I got a quote.
After this, we're gonna go into the hot take, guys. Hot take.
Michael Beasley said this, and I was trying to say this earlier.
Oh Lord, I don't know how I feel about Michael Beasley, man.
Hey, got a lot of trauma based, but some of the stuff he said.
He was saying some real stuff, but I mean,
He's got a lot of trauma. That's all it is. You can see it as a child. He got.
Everybody got trauma though.
Not like him. I got trauma, but nothing compared to that. You can see it in him. I can see him talking and how it. Or you can hear me talk about stuff. It ain't no rooted in what he got going on. He said, "Y'all judge decisions and not choices, because you don't know if a person having any other choice." We talking about you having to do certain things growing up as a child. You might not have. You looking at somebody's decision, but you never knew what their choice was. What choices did you have? Maybe you didn't have a choice. Maybe you were about to die, and you had to make a choice on doing something that you know that goes against everything that you stand for, because you have no choice, because we don't know their choices. So when people are doing stuff in life, or somebody might be up on that pole, we don't know the choices. Yeah, there are choices, but we really don't know their decision of their choices. We know our choices and our decisions.
I think I agree with that to an extent.
Yeah, to an extent.
To an extent, but I think it's not per se if it was their only choice. It's more so what were they ignorant to, you know. And I say that in the most loving way possible. Yes, people get on the pole, but in what situation do you absolutely have to get on it and there's no other option in this day and age?
If you're really in debt.
Not even debt, because you can go pick up a trash on the side of the road.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. Like, see, the thing is like, there's a lot of things that we can do nowadays to make money.
Yes.
But
Much money.
yes, there is.
Just gotta
Yes,
figure
there
Without
is.
school,
No, listen.
being more
Even without school, like, this is the day and age. It's just the fact that most of us don't want to face the fear of what it is that, like, that. Okay, that's an option, but we all know. Okay, you get sales positions. You go sell a product and make. There's salespeople who are killing it, women and men. There's companies that pay great commission. You just got to learn how to, like, door to door. How many people are willing to go door to door? Do you know what door to door sales is?
I used to do that.
Okay. Gina, do you know what door to door sales is?
Yes.
Okay. Door to door salesmen can make crazy amounts of money depending on how willing they are to get rejected, how willing they are to let people slam the door in their face, how willing they are to let people cuss them out and be like, get the F off my property. But a lot of people don't want that. So the same woman who's on the pole, she could very much well go door to door and keep her dignity, you know. And I say that. I mean, I say that in the most loving way possible, because I feel like the only way to make a difference is to be real, you know. And there's women like, shout out to Coach Stormy. Have you heard of Coach Stormy? Stormy Wellington. She came from the strip club, and now she does multi-level marketing, and I mean, she's a millionaire, you know, and she's helping women learn what she did, you know, with selling products and promoting products for companies, and she make way more than a stripper would make, and you know, in a day, night, and you know, she keep her dignity.
I wish I could see it like.
But she
What was your
did.
choice?
Huh?
She did it to get started.
No, she didn't do that to get started.
You said that's how she started.
No, that's not how I'm just saying she used to be a stripper and then she got out of it.
Right.
But she didn't become a stripper to get started in multi-level marketing.
But that's how she got financially secure, so she could get that opportunity.
Well, she could have did it before. She just thought that was the only way. So what I'm saying is she could have been broke as a joke. Like, I'm serious. Like, I mean, like, nobody don't want to talk about this, and like, I'm like, because I'm talking about it, I like, it's like, oh, he's the bad guy. Like, he has no empathy for people, and like, blah, 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 which I have a lot of empathy. It's just that I know for a fact that these same women on these poles could learn a skill, teach it to people, and make more money than what they make. It's just the fact that they don't want to do that. Either they're ignorant to it. So if they just completely don't know, like this is a thing that I can do, which is the beautiful thing about YouTube and education, is that everyone has access to education nowadays. You know, so if everyone has access to education, then they could take an evening from the pole, learn something, and just go out there and face the fear. All right, I'm gonna pose this question, and then we're gonna go into the hot take and we're gonna end this thing. What is a situation where what is a situation that you guys, obviously you guys have, you know, an opposing opinion. What is a situation where someone would have to turn to something like that? Like, what is a situation where that's the only thing they could turn to? Give me an example.
Unfortunate life events, no support from your family, financially all your life.
We're gonna ask ChatGPT. So how can someone who is homeless, alone with no finances, and in a horrible situation make, we want to say fast money, become financially stable?
Yes.
Which one? Fast money?
Fast money.
This is horrible.
He said
It's horrible. We're talking about DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, day labor, plasma donation,
Plasma
I mean,
is
that
something.
is the most,
Plasma is
cleaning
something.
jobs. You ain't got to do that shit.
no one's gonna take someone off the street and make them into amazing sales rep.
They have to do that for themselves. You don't take them off the street. If a woman
You
can't,
know how hard it is just to get a job as a normal person?
it's hard, but that's because normal people don't have their back against the wall. There is power in back against the wall.
I agree with that.
I was more productive when I was broke
Yes.
than when I got.
Yeah.
Because your back is against the wall. If a woman can't, the only reason I would know she's homeless on the street, who's seen Pursuit of Happiness?
Yes.
You need to watch Pursuit of Happiness.
You never seen Pursuit of Happiness?
There's no reason for the employer to know that she's homeless.
That's the definition of what
Whenever you're
he's
filling
saying.
out forms, you need to put an address.
Nah,
Come on now, you
that's
gotta
the-
finesse.
That's the definition.
If you can't finesse, that's on you.
That's the definition of what he's trying to
Yeah.
say, that a person can literally get by.
Yeah.
Homeless, children, eviction, whatever. As long as you got a mindset and a goal, and as long as you can finesse, like he said, and be smart enough to cheat the system just a little bit.
You cheated, but you still bring value. If a woman came to this door right now and said, "There's no reason for me to know that she's homeless," if she came to this door and was like, "Listen, guys, I just found you on the internet. You know, I'm in search for a job. I promise you, I can double the revenue of this company. Give me 60 days. I will hit every title office. All I need you to do is supply the money or the funds to so I can get to these title offices. Like if you rent me a car, I promise you, I will double the revenue. What's your goal, Calvin? Our goal is to do 3,000 closings. I promise you, I will get you to 4,000 closings in 60 days. I will hit every networking event. I will hit every title company. I will hit everything. I will call all day. Just give me an opportunity." Do you think I would hire her if she said that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm going to hire her. I'm going to give her an opportunity.
And look, in the midst of what he just said, he might not know that she has no transportation, so she might be catching buses.
There's no reason for me to know that. She don't got to tell me nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. But she's.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's how bad somebody wanted.
This is where the finesse part comes in at. He thinks she probably got a vehicle to do all this shit. In reality, she probably getting a bus. She probably got a bike. Who knows? But she getting that shit done because her back against the wall. So I get what she's saying. I get what he's saying. You just never.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that stuff is easy. It's hard.
No, definitely.
Everything is hard, you know, but it goes back to how bad do you want it. When I was an older and I was just starting, I would take a drive, $150 to go to Ocala. That ain't worth it. That's a 2-hour drive. But guess what? We still work with that client today. This was 7 years ago.
You saw a vision.
6, 7 years ago. $150. Like, oh, you're going to upcharge all my competitors. Oh, and then go to Ocala, $250, $300, $400. No, I'll do it for $150. Guess what? I don't drop nowhere anymore. I don't even do it. I don't even do that. I just put it on the portal, gets assigned to a notary, they go do it.
But that's a product of a person having a goal and a vision. So if
Yeah, I mean, it's a
goal
product
is-
of doing what. And I was broke, bro.
Yeah.
I was broke.
But a person
I
that's
was
broke,
broke.
with nothing still has a vision, and they still able to accomplish that vision.
Yeah, I just can't conform to. I will not accept that someone has to sell their body
I agree.
to make money. You don't have, that is a decision that is being made. Now, is it easy to make money like that? Would it be easy if that girl came here and said that? Hell no. She actually going to have to do that. She gonna be working her ass off. She gonna be here. We gonna be leaving. She's still gonna be here. We get here, she probably gonna be here. But shit, if she want it bad enough, she'll get whatever it is that she looking for. You feel me?
And she got a job.
So, all right, man. Hot take, man. Hot take. We're gonna end this thing off. Hot take. We all got problems. The world ain't gonna stop because we all got problems. You know, whatever your problem is, whatever your issue is, you gotta get through it. You know, you gotta get through it. You gotta push through it. You gotta fight through it. The storm will pass. You know, but the world ain't gonna stop. There's still gonna be responsibilities that need to be handled. You know, so just continue to push through and fight through it, man. Say it, bro. Have courage.
My hot take is, don't let tomorrow see you coming. You go and face tomorrow. See?
Gina, you so green.
No.
He said no. Gina, you got a hot take? We can start going around the room.
Park the damn car.
Park the car, that's your hot
Park the
take?
damn car.
Yeah, when you got a point, just make it, man. We're ready, we out.